Hello friends, Litronics here, and today we're gonna be playing Zeratul at the Tomb of the Spider Queen. So let's have a quick look at our team compositions. It's gonna be Zeratul, Greymane, Kel'Thas, Abyssur, and Illidan versus Greymane, Chromie, Liming, Zul, and Asmodan. Both teams don't have a tank, both teams don't have a healer. What a great start, what a great start. Well, I mean, yeah, these teams are ridiculous. Okay, so before we begin, I probably should warn you that as of late, as of 3 months, like for the last 3 months, my win rate as Zeratul is 17%, which is abysmal. So I kind of tried to fix it. So I played a bunch of Zeratul, looked up good builds which were a little bit different from what I used, and rightfully so, like they are definitely better. And I tried to kind of shape my playstyle into something that's more or less relevant, and it kind of worked out, I feel, because what started as I was just losing, like I lost like 5 games in a row as Zeratul, and now I'm more like, okay, win-loss, okay, not bad, like couple of wins in a row, so I feel like I've improved a little bit, but it's still not, I'm probably not the best person. I'm an awful Zeratul player, but I'm gonna try my best. So, before choosing your build pass as Zeratul, you actually want to choose your ultimate first. Void Prison is obviously the better ultimate. But, if you are not comfortable with using it, or you don't feel like your teammates can help you, every time you Void Prison somebody and set up those 2-3 man isolations, or completely isolate the enemy healer while your teammates are just killing everybody while they are not getting healed, right? It's kind of a bad choice. Like, Shadow Assault isn't a bad ultimate, it's just that it's slightly worse than Void Prison, so if you are not comfortable with your Void Prison, just go for Shadow Assault. It's a safe choice, and go for the Shadow Assault build, because without the build it's kind of irrelevant. Wow, that was actually awful. I completely missed my Singularity Spike there. But the build we're gonna be using is just the standard Zeratul build as of now. Like, a lot of people use it, and I think it's a very solid build. So you go for Regeneration Master, you go for Vorpal Blade, you go for Follow Through, Void Prison, Wormhole, then Rending Cleave, and you finish it off with Rewind. So that way you almost constantly get the follow through procs, which is pretty damn awesome. And then even after that you get really good mobility and things like that. That was actually a mistake on my part. I should have dodged the other way around. I don't think we can actually kill him there. Yeah, just not quite enough damage. I should have dodged this way. But I tried to cut off some escape for Asmodan there, which I succeeded in doing. He had to go this way, but I just didn't have any followers through after that. And if we actually had our Vorpal Blades there, that's when you kind of get your not power spike as Zeratul, but the chase ability potential. Like, you can secure kills pretty damn easily with the Vorpal Blade. At first it felt really intimidating to use this build with the Vorpal Blade because of amount of displacement you have and the amount of micro you need to manage as Zeratul, so I always felt intimidated before, like, but then I actually tried to use it, and it's actually pretty, like, relatively easy to use because you are fully in control of your positioning and enemies don't know when you will arrive, and that's like, that fact alone, even if you don't use Vorpal Blade perfectly and all of your wormholes, it still creates chaos for the enemy team, and it's still kind of worth it. So definitely something to consider there. Also, you can see that small red mark there. It will show you where you will teleport after you cast your Vorpal Blade. Another tip, I guess, about Zeratul, about his playstyle, is dodging attacks. You can actually dodge basic attacks if you use your blink. Basically, what you want to do is you want to blink right after the attack is cast, or any ability for that matter, and the projectile is moving towards you. Then you just cast blink and you completely avoid it. completely avoided, which is pretty awesome. I actually messed up once again there with my combos. And yeah, I've actually did a really bad job performing my combos as Zeratul, because that combo, like the combo to start your rotation while revealing yourself from stealth, is actually, you want to start with Singularity Spike, then auto attack, follow up with Cleave, then auto attack, and then you do everything else you want to be doing. I actually attacked the minion here, and that way I wasn't able to teleport using my Vorpal Blade there. I could have supported my friend Greymane there much easier, but I think I actually blocked some of the auto attacks from him, which ended up saving him, so it kind of worked out in the end. Good thing that Greymane actually secured that kill on Asmodan, because Vorpal Blade will reset if you attack something else that is not a structure. And that's very important to understand, and I actually messed up. And since Zeratul has quite a really fast attack speed, so every time you blink somewhere, don't just leave Zeratul hanging. Instead, just try to catch some movement right away for him, because that way you guarantee that you won't be auto-attacking for no reason, when you don't, especially when you don't want to. Man, I'm taking a lot of poke here. Maybe this build was actually not the best for this match in particular, but I just wanted to show you, like, the proper build for Zeratul. Also, this build is vulnerable to blinds, so that's definitely something to consider. Blinds, stuns are very... Oh, can Greymane actually finish this? Oh my god, that was a ton of damage from... Okay, we need to get out. Chromie will kill us. There we go. One random skill shot from Chromie and we were dead. Me and Greymane included. Okay, so did I say everything? Okay, yeah, let's talk about how you want to be using your Void Prison, because that's definitely something that I think most people aren't comfortable with, is properly using your Void Prisons. And the way to do that, like the best way to use the Void Prison, is right after the teamfight starts and the enemy healer is setting up themselves to maybe get some healing done or to save somebody from a big burst of damage. You just want to trap them right away. Just use your blink in. If you have Wormhole, it's actually quite easy to do, because what you do is you blink in and then use your Wormhole to, like, you blink in, use your damn it, I'm sorry, you blink in, then you use your Void Prison right away, and then you just Wormhole out, and that way oh no, Illidan, you need to pick up the gems. Those random skill shots from Chromie wrecking us. That was actually my mistake. I should have looked at her more, because I had no idea that she was even casting anything. So that's my bad. So yeah, the best way to use your Void Prison is to isolate their healer, allowing your teammates to do basically free damage to the enemy team without it being healed. And for all intents and purposes, in that situation, Void Prison serves as an unmitigated stun for 5 seconds, which is, I mean, that's ridiculous when you think about it. The alternative to that would probably be using your Void Prison to maybe set up a teamfight rather than using it mid-teamfight or after the teamfight starts, right after the teamfight starts, and that way. But that usage is only relevant if you have really high, like, heroes that can engage pretty easily. Somebody like Kerrigan or maybe Illidan with the Hunt. Well, oh no, I actually could have saved Keltas there. That was my bad. I didn't really pay attention to him. I thought that he was home free, like, so he would just run away and it's gonna be that. But he actually took more damage than I anticipated. I could have just Void Prisoned him or Void Prisoned the skeletal mages there, and he wouldn't have taken any damage or as much damage as he did. Okay, there we go. Getting some kills, securing some advantage there. Esmeralda, are they turning in? No, they actually don't have enough gems to turn in, so I shouldn't be... I was guarding their turning points all this time, whereas I shouldn't have been. Oh my god, Keltas, that should be a kill, that should be a kill. There we go, good job team. So there we see that I used Blink to disengage from, to try to disengage from Esmeralda's laser. I failed to do so, but it allowed me, to at least confuse him, and then I was able to immediately re-engage. Oh my god, once again I could have prevented that. I believe if you Void Prison... Oh my god, I'm not using my Void Prisons at all this game. Since they don't have healers, it's really hard to use this properly. Because as I said, the best usage, and that's probably the easiest usage also, of Void Prison is to isolate the healer. But I believe that what you can do in that situation where Greymane was temporal looped, you can just trap Greymane and temporal loop will run out. I might be wrong there, but I do believe that that's how it works. Also, I once again messed up big time with that follow-up. Wow, I didn't get any gems either. I should have killed Greymane, but I didn't start with my Singularity Spike, and that's very important. That allowed him to buy enough time to use his dodge and me miss my Singularity Spike. So that's definitely a thing that happens often to Zeratuls, especially if you're bad at him. So at level 16 we'll go with Rending Cleave, and that's where our damage will start to kick in. Our tons and tons of damage. Also, for some reason, with that engage on Greymane, I completely forgot that we had Wormhole and I didn't use it to disengage. Instead of I just tanked the turrets for no reason. That was definitely a mistake. Okay, so Illidan will get the stun on the memes there, but I don't think much else will happen there. Okay, we did clean up though. The Abyssur clone did a lot of damage there, which is pretty awesome. And it seems like they lost gems. Oh no, actually Chromie picked up all of the gems. I should have made sure that... I should have guarded the gems. I should have guarded the gems there. That was my bad. We could have easily prevented her from getting as much value as she did. There we go. I should have dueled that also. I should have used more of my displacement tools to maybe mitigate some damage from her, but I believe she went for the bronze... No, she actually didn't go for bronze talents. So... So if she actually went for bronze talents, she would have just killed me there right away. Because it would have given her a crit on the auto attack, and I just have just enough health to survive all of her damage output, and that way I would have been dead. Also, yeah, the usage of Wormhole, because it's only 2 seconds. So, it depends on what teams are going up against. If they have a lot of stuns or other tools to lock you down. Oh my god, once again I didn't open up with my with my Singularity Spike, and that allowed Liming to survive. So if enemies have a lot of stuns, all you want to do while blinking in and trying to Wormhole out, all you really want to do is just get one combo out. Get one combo out and an auto attack. Just one auto attack. So you Singularity Spike, auto attack, Rending Cleave, and then you press blink to get out. Because if they land any sort of stun on you, you are dead. Because you won't have your Wormhole up to escape, and you are just sitting there with your blink wasted, with your escape tool wasted. But if they actually don't have any stuns or immediate roots, what you want, or polymorph, of course. Polymorph is really devastating versus Zeratul. What you want to be doing is you want to blink out, like you want to blink in, get your full combo out, get 2 auto attacks in, and then blink out, because that's when your 2 auto attacks is when your Wormhole is running out. So you should manage that properly, obviously. So what can we do here? Oh my god, I took so much damage from Li Ming there. I just took all of the damage and then Mei just finished me off. Ooh, that was horrible. Can Greyman actually secure the kill on Li Ming? Because he still has the slows from... yeah, the spell shield and the slows from... wow. Greymane should have disengaged. Because Li Ming actually went for the right build here, Force Armor. And Force Armor versus Greymane is extremely strong. Because Greymane not only relies on his auto attacks to do damage, which do a ton of damage. In his Worgen form, his auto attacks are devastating. But he also relies on his Razor Swipes and Go for the Throat. And she was able to mitigate all of his Razor Swipes and Go for the Throat with her level 1 talent, which is extremely good value, I might add. Really good job by that Li Ming just sticking to the fight, because very often in those situations you will see, maybe not Li Ming's, but you will see lots of players to run away, because they think that they might get killed there, but she knew exactly what she can live through, and it really paid off. It really paid off. Also, I was really a big tool in the team fight for allowing them to snowball that hard. I took a ton of damage and was, as I said before, those skeletal mages kind of were devastating to me. So can we actually trap... Can we get a trap here? Okay, so they are pushing really hard. So what I think that after we... I really don't think that we can do much here. Oh no! Okay. Also, you can use Blink to avoid something like Greymane's Go for the Throat. Like, as you see him like leaping at you, just use a Blink, you will completely avoid all of the damage and he won't even follow you through. I actually messed up there. What I should have done is I should have at first used my Wormhole to go back and then followed it up with Vorpal Blade if I ever need to chase him down. But I will wait for Zozer to... Okay, I tried to use my... Oh no! To use my Wormhole there to avoid the root, or to get rooted closer to our part of the map, rather than to get rooted there, and then Li Ming just kills me. Wow, that was really clutch. The fact that she died before she killed Kel'Thuzir, I believe she went for dominance. Actually, she didn't. Wait, yeah, she actually went for Triumvirate. So she doesn't have dominance, so it doesn't matter if... It does matter if you, like, if your teammates die during the fight because she gets the resets, but she won't get healed, and I always assumed that she was during this match, so that was kind of my bad. Rewind, by the way, rewind and Wormhole interaction. That's something to consider, something you really need to constantly keep in mind, because rewind does not override your Wormhole. So what you might want to be doing as Zeratul when using this build, it's not a good idea to do that, but if you can secure some kills doing that, it's not really that bad. So what you will be trying to do is, for example, you blink in to chase somebody, and then you want to use rewind to blink once again. And then you want to use rewind to blink once again, but what will end up happening is you will get... your Wormhole will activate. So instead of blinking further, you will actually go back and completely reset everything. So that's not a good idea. You want to wait for your Wormhole to run out, and then you cast blink after using rewind. Man, it's... I want to engage that, but it's very risky because they will just kill me probably. Oh no, I wasn't able to secure the kill. Damn it. I really thought that I would have my Vorpal Blade up after his root wears off, but I was mistaken. Man, that was definitely a big screw up on my part. I wish I should have had that kill. we should have had. So Li Ming just used her... Nope, this is a bad spot. Let's get out. That was a horrible spot. Like, as soon as Chromie showed up with the temporal loop, that was like, oh my god, that was awful. The alternative counter to temporal loop probably would be to Void Prison Chromie right before she... Maybe not right before, just after she casts the temporal loop, just Void Prison her, that way she won't be able to follow up with the damage combo. That's devastating, and damage combo is actually what makes temporal loop viable, like the fact that you can guarantee half health gone for somebody as Chromie is really, really cool. In some instances it's even full health, it's just a straight up kill. But that's... yeah. Oh yeah, also the other important thing about Zeratul is Master Vorpal Blade. So at first I thought that it would work something like the way Manticore works for Vala, but it actually does not do that. For Master Vorpal Blade to work, you actually need to do consistent hits on the targets rather than okay, we actually were able to clean that up. So yeah, in order for the Master Vorpal Blade to proc, all of your hits need to be consistent. That's not the right word. Like basically you need to hit the same target 3 times, whereas Manticore stacks on every target you hit as Vala, and you can proc it whenever you want. Well, it has like a 4-second duration, but you know what I mean. I actually should have killed the Spider Queen. I thought that I didn't have enough damage, but I did. And like, if I killed her, our structures wouldn't have taken damage. I wouldn't have taken damage from that AoE ability. So that was definitely my bad. They have Greyman alive, and he can kind of maybe clean the boss up. Like in terms of if he sees us doing boss, he might actually kill everybody there if he went for... oh, wait, what? Okay. So he has go for a sword and the blunderbuss, right. So if he actually went for Unleashed, which is maybe not the best choice, but a choice nonetheless, I will actually wait for him to use his stealth there. Oh my god, that was such a hard shit. What? That was completely my bad. I even used my rewind, whereas all I had to do is use my Vorpal Blade. So that was definitely a horrible mistake. Alex actually clears this wave of Asmoden's ult, and this is why it's bad. This is why this ult is extremely situational, because he used it, and all he really achieved there is he made me use some of my abilities, and that's it. Oh my god, that was awful. Okay, we were able to kill people, but that was a panic ultimate, and that's something you'd never want to be using as Zeratul. Like it's a waste. More often than not, panic using your ultimate for escape is just a waste of an ultimate. It worked out more or less in that situation, but that's because my teammates were decent enough to make sure that they capitalized a little bit on my mistake. So that's definitely not something to be proud of. So, I don't know why I even casted my Singularity Spark there. It wouldn't have hit anything. It wouldn't have hit anything. But yeah, we have yet to make any... Oh, I actually have gems. My bad. My bad. My bad, guys. I had no idea that I had gems at all. I had no idea I had gems. Illidan actually did the camp, so that's nice. So my instincts tell me engage that, trade some damage with them, because they don't have a healer and the damage will persist before the teamfight occurs. A bad idea. That's a horrible idea. Don't do that. Also, we stacked our 30 stacks of Regeneration Master, and this gave us 500 health, which is extremely useful with Zeratul. Also, a lot of health regen. Always nice to see. So this way I was a little bit more comfortable because it was only Asmoden. Obviously he had his teammates follow up, but they weren't really prepared to cast all of their abilities and whatnot, like temporal loops and things like that. So I felt a little bit comfortable. Also, you can dodge temporal loop with your blink. You cannot like dodge it, but what you can do is prevent at least one of the combo hits from hitting. Like if you, damn it, if you use it perfectly, like right after she is about to, that's not gonna happen. Nothing there gonna happen. I should just disengage. Man, we got a turn in, but we didn't really do. Well, I guess we got the gates, which opens up for the victory, opens up the victory potential for us, because we, with the next turn in, we will get keeps and potentially the... That should be enough. Oh no, I wasn't prepared for that. I was indeed not prepared. Oh, I actually didn't even need to use my anything. I mistimed. I was trying to maybe land a Void Prison on Chromis there. Didn't happen, and I once again panicked. So that's the other thing. You don't really want. That's the last thing you want to be doing as Zeratul is panicking. You always need to be in control of the situation. You know, you need to know exactly how far you can extend, what you can do, how easily you can escape, where your teammates are, where if there is a follow-up for your Void Prison, if there is not. Things like that are really hard to do in quick matches, or in fact in solo queue, because telling your team, guys, I'm ready to engage with my Void Prison is completely different from reacting. Like you want to be, as Zeratul, you want to be proactive rather than reactive, and sadly, wow, that was my bad. But I don't know, I just went for it, and I shouldn't have. All three structures were focusing me, because while being proactive as Zeratul, you control the battle, you control the even the movement of your enemies, because they will have the escape patterns that you force them to do, rather than something that they do because they want to. And while being reactive, like just reacting to everything that happens, it makes Zeratul an easy target for a potential stun kill combo. It makes Zeratul easily avoidable, because like healers will know exactly when Zeratul engages them. They can even bait Zeratul, like just leave a teammate at slightly lower health, so that Zeratul will be tempted to just go in and get the kill, and then as you see that shimmer of Zeratul anywhere next to you, you just heal them up and collapse on Zeratul. So there's that. Like, I don't know, I feel that Zeratul is definitely a hero that has an extremely high skill cap. Like, the things you can potentially do as Zeratul are ridiculous. Like, you can just snowball teamfights so damn hard, but in solo queue, he is definitely not the best choice in my opinion. It's definitely better to go for somebody, even Greymane. Maybe not now, maybe Greymane right now isn't as good, but like there are definitely heroes that are a little bit more consistent in an environment where you can't necessarily guarantee. You cannot necessarily guarantee the accomplishments you would otherwise. But that's just. Also, you should consider that I'm bad. My Zeratul is really bad, so that's probably my incompetence talking there. Okay, I was able to save Illidan. I will now drop the Void Prison, just so that it just wasn't enough. I tried to drop the Void Prison. I tried to drop the Void Prison so that all of the skill shots would be avoided. Oh my god! So that all of the skill shots would be avoided for Zeratul. Like, I waited for Esmodan, for Liming, for all of them to use all of their skill shots, and then immediately drop the Void Prison, because that way they are guaranteed not to have any skill shots available, and also it allows Illidan to start his escape a little bit earlier, so he would have had more chances. And it actually worked out. Like, he actually managed to escape. It's just that Asmodean followed up with a Q that managed to hit Illidan there. Maybe if he tried to dodge the Q a little bit more, he would have escaped. But nothing I can do in that. Nothing I can do there, sadly. So Greymane has all of their gems. And honestly, right now, all we really need to do is get a boss and the game is over. Or get a turn in and the game will be really, really close to over, because they will just push. Late game Spider Queens actually got buffed. I don't remember when was when they changed, when exactly they got buffed, but they definitely did. Oh no. Oh my god, can we actually escape this? No. Liming actually was able to finish us off, but we cleaned them up. We cleaned them up, and that's what matters. That was actually ridiculous, the fact that we were actually able to burst down Chromie fast enough. That was really... I didn't expect that. I really thought that we wouldn't be able to kill her. But it was a 5 versus 4 and we kind of lost it, so that's definitely something to think about here. Okay, there we go. Because Greymane was dealing with the push, so he wasn't present in the team fight, at least as far as I know. Maybe he went back, so I might be mistaken there. Wow, this game is very interesting. Let's just say that it's a very interesting game, because we are super ahead and I'm still not able to secure the kills. Like, I really don't know how to... I don't want to say carry, because you cannot carry in Heroes of the Storm, but I really feel that I'm a detriment to my team rather than a boon as Zeratul. But we are doing whatever we can. We are doing whatever we can to win. We wasted so many of our Vorpal Blades and rewinds. It's just ridiculous. Okay, Illidan engaged Asmodean there. Let's follow up with some damage. Oh my god, can he actually kill him? Oh no! No, the mages can kill me? Okay. Okay, so I use Rewind to escape there as the initial burst, maybe from some skills. And then I try to follow up with some damage for Zul there. But it got me almost killed, so it's definitely not worth it. But we actually won the game, and our damage is kind of awful. But we have a lot of assists. We were present for most of the kills, so that's good, right? Please rate the hero 5 stars. Excellent hero, horrible execution. Wow, Asmodean actually died a lot. I feel like Asmodean, right there, if Asmodean actually went for the team fighting build with the Black Pool, and which talent did he go for? Sieging Grass and Black Pool would have just wrecked us. Honestly, I really think, because very often we were left with just a little bit of health, and not only we as Zeratul, like not only me, not only myself, but our whole team was always left with just a little bit of health left, and we were able to secure the victories in team fights. So I really think that was a huge mistake by Asmodean going for the demonic invasion. But for the most part, everything kind of worked out. I really like the way Abyssur played, because most times you will see Abyssur just clone somebody and immediately engage. But he was cloning me, so he was patiently waiting in stealth for the right moment to lash out and do a ton of damage because of his clone, because the clone actually does more damage than the real hero, which is kind of ridiculous, but it worked out. Keltas actually went for the Flame Strike build, and I don't want to say, like, I'm definitely not in a position in this game to judge anybody for their build choices. But going for the Flame Strike build when you don't have any warriors on your team is probably a bad idea, because you want people to be fighting for longer than like 2 seconds in order to aim your skill shots, in order to land your Flame Strikes, and you need stuns, you need people to force force the enemies into certain positioning, and we didn't really have anybody that could do that. And a warrior or even 2 warriors, that's where you go for Flamestrike build. So this is the build for Zeratul. It was a really poorly played on my part. I tried to make some flashy plays with all of the displacements and re-engages with the Vorpal Blade, like use your Wormhole to engage and disengage after your combos, and wait a second, and use your Vorpal Blade to re-engage and kill off the target, as then use Rewind to escape after that, but I wasn't really able to execute that properly. I really think that Zera, oh my god, I'm sorry. Actually, there are a lot less skill-dependent builds for Zeratul, with where you don't go for Vorpal Blade and Wormhole, instead you go for auto-attack talents, and that way you still have Zeratul, who has the same kind of displacement, but he is more focused on doing the auto-attack damage, and maybe not as flashy, but it still works. It still works. It's not as good, but it's still good. So, if you enjoyed the video, consider subscribing. If there are some heroes or builds you want to see me playing next, and maybe sucking at them as well, as I did with Zeratul, feel free to let me know in the comments. And as always, guys, thank you so much for watching, and see you next time.